Hello. Years ago, the philosopher Richard Taylor wrote a story called The Governance of the Kingdom of Darkness. In this story, Satan gives up ruling hell. He decides he's had enough of this, and he goes up to heaven. And this leaves a vacancy in the Kingdom of Darkness, and a vacancy for who is going to rule hell. And so the demons who are left in charge of hell look at some applications for some of the people who have been residing in hell to see which one of them would make the best ruler of hell. And the first one they look at is a woman named Adama. Adama has been responsible for killing more people than anybody else who is in hell. And what she is a plague. She was a plague carrier, and she would walk around carrying the plague, spreading it to people. And it's not that she was trying to kill people, but she just didn't care enough to avoid people. So she would pass through occupied areas because it was more convenient for her. She just didn't care what she was doing to other people, but she was not trying to intentionally kill anyone. The next candidate for the ruler of hell was a man named Bazel. Bazel worked as an executioner, and he was the most efficient executioner there was. He did whatever he could to improve his efficiency at execution, so he could execute many more people per day than others could. But he did not have any personal grudge against the people he was killing. Execution was just his job, and he was just really interested in doing well at his job. Just like I might like to optimize a computer program, he liked to optimize what he was doing. So he tried to kill people as quickly and on as mass a scale as he could. And the next candidate was a man named Calpon. Calpon was a police officer who also worked in a vigilante death squad. He would go around killing criminals. And it's not that he had anything against criminals, but he targeted criminals because he could more easily get away with killing them than he could get away with killing other people. He didn't want to go to jail. He wanted to be free so he could kill people as he pleased. And unlike Bazel, Calpon really took pleasure in killing people. He loved it. It was his favorite thing to do. But he didn't kill nearly as many people as Bazel did, because he didn't have the same kind of opportunity to kill people. But when he could, he would. And when he could kill criminals, he would do that, and he loved doing it. It was what he really enjoyed doing. And the last candidate was a man named Deprov. Deprov never killed anyone. And Deprov didn't even know why he was in hell. As far as he was concerned, he had lived a very moral life. He was always telling other people how to live their lives. He was always sure to point out the moral failings of other people. One time when a man was urinating in public, he called out to the man's children to stop their father's shameful behavior. And another time when he knew of a white man and a black woman who were sleeping together, he made sure that the police knew about this and put a stop to it. And although he never physically hurt human beings, he did occasionally hurt animals, but animals don't have the same moral status as human beings. But anyway, Deprov saw himself as a supremely moral person. At least he considered himself to be much better than other people around him. He was always quick to point out other people's faults. Whatever they were doing wrong, Deprov would be sure to tell them. And so, as far as he was concerned, he was a great champion of morality. Well, I will leave you with this question. which one of these people should get the position of being the ruler of hell? Adama, who was a plague carrier who killed more people than anyone else. Bazel, who was a very efficient executioner who deliberately killed people and tried to improve his efficiency at doing that. Or Calpon, who really loved to kill people. Or Deprov, who never ever killed anyone but loved to point out people's moral failings. You can make a comment below and tell me which one you think deserves to rule hell. And in a later video, I will go into some detail about what Taylor's answer was.